Welcome to the Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. You there? That's why I do this show. Get my mic right. Get my mic right. Super Bowl, good game. Probably one of the best games I've seen in quite a while, especially since I called it. I said it would be a close game. If you're watching the Jersey Line, the football picking segment I do each week, I took the Cincinnati Bengals +4, and I had the under, so I hit on both. That's it for this year. We'll be back, I guess, in late September with the Jersey Line. A little bit of spring out here this week, and that was well received. Yeah, I about had it with winter. We've had a lot of snow. It's been like in the 12 to 16 degrees. So I enjoyed spring. I'm waiting for full-time spring. Some good signs about the economy and the people's belief in the economy is you got two businesses. One just opened in the old Modell's Mall on 166 and Route 37. Wingstop. I haven't gone there yet, but I do enjoy chicken. And you got a place, Chomp, that is opening up where the old JoJo's hot dogs were. It's a good sign that people think the economy is going to turn around. Unfortunately, the price of gas has gone up like 15 cents a gallon in the last week or so. So inflation is going to be a problem as we go into the summer. And, I'm filming this in the Seaside Heights studio. It's really important that Seaside Heights has a strong tourism season because it also helps Tom's River. That's an economic engine for Tom's River. Those people are riding down 35 and 37. They're buying things. They may stop and look at cars. There's a lot of opportunities to spend your money on Route 37 as you come in. So hopefully the inflation starts to come down. Looks like we got this COVID thing beat. I'll talk a little bit about that when we get into the show. We're going to talk about school mask. We're going to talk about the Ocean County GOP Screening Committee, helping seniors with taxes in Tom's River, and the Ocean County Courthouse. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back.
Stevens Jersey City Ford, certified parts and service located at Route 440 and Communipaw Ave, is your #1 source for Ford and Lincoln automotive needs. We use certified Ford Motorcraft products to keep your Ford running in top shape. Motorcraft parts are backed with the Ford warranty, which includes a 2-year unlimited mileage guarantee. Our team will have the right Motorcraft part to ensure the best performance from your Ford or Lincoln. You can order in person at the parts counter or online. Let us help keep your Ford or Lincoln in the best shape at Stevens Jersey City Ford.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. We're back, Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. Don't forget all the stuff on the bottom of the screen. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And don't forget our live stream. That's our base streaming network where we archive all our shows. It's like YouTube with better quality. But YouTube's good. Follow us on YouTube. Tom's River Schools have made a decision effective March 7th when the state's mask mandate expires. Tom's River Schools will go optional. So it's most the logical decision I've heard so far. If you want your kids to wear a mask, wear a mask. If the teachers want to wear a mask, they can wear a mask. Whatever, as we used to say, whatever floats your boat, you can do. It looks like we got this COVID on the run, at least, if not beaten. The numbers have been really going down. Great job by everybody who got the vaccines, who kept themselves healthy, social distance, wore the mask and all that. It's time for kids to be kids. It's very difficult for kids to wear a mask. It's very difficult for me to wear a mask. Also, I have a problem with people who wear a mask hearing them. I don't know if I can't hear them. It's a mental thing. But if you've got a mask on, I got a problem hearing you. And I'm fairly deaf as it is. So I don't need any other challenges there. All right, let's get into the... what is Ocean County? Ocean County recently had a screening committee for people who wished to receive the organizational's line for the upcoming elections. There's congressmen, commissioners, but let's focus on the commissioners and sheriff. Up for re-election this year will be Jenny Haynes and Jack Kelly, both long-serving commissioners here in Ocean County, and Sheriff Mastronardi is up for election. I don't think anybody's running against Sheriff Mastronardi yet. Maybe one person. I think now that I think about it, I think maybe one. Well, they have the screening committee, where people looking to seek the organizational line go before the screening committee and say why they were looking to seek office, why they should get the nod. On the screening committee of Ocean County, and only in Ocean County would you have this, the committee has Jenny Haynes, Jack Kelly, and Mike Mastronardi. Yeah, I have a tremendous amount of respect for Mike Mastronardi. He's probably sitting on that committee saying, "Boy, am I here." Good cop's cop. I fully support Mastronardi for re-election for sure. Jenny Haynes and Jack Kelly, on the other hand, they need some competition. How the hell are they on the screening committee when they're screening people who want to take their job? No conflict of interest there, is there? They're on the committee. Who's going to give the nod? They're up for election. And they're actually sitting there screening people who want to take their job. What do you think the chances of Jenny Haynes and Jack Kelly saying, "Damn, I'm really impressed with that. You have my support"? Of course that's not going to happen. It shouldn't even be possible for that to happen. How is this possible? A lack of leadership. And there has been a void of leadership in the Ocean County GOP since George Gilmore got tied up. Yeah, before he got jammed up, it was a well-oiled machine. Now, dysfunctional is best described. Actually, I think I used that wording later on. This sham of a committee should have never went forward. How the hell do you have a screening committee when you have people on the committee who are up for re-election? And they're going to screen people who want to be a candidate and get the organization's nod and position on the line. How does that interview even go? Yeah, the young lady Lamb, who's interested in running for commissioner. I'd love to see how that interview goes. It must be commissioners. The committee must ask, why are you considering a run for the commissioner seat? What's the answer? Because you're doing an awful job? How do you answer the question? You're sitting there looking at the person whose job you want to take, and that person's looking at you saying, "That's a pretty qualified person looking to take my seat." And the other thing with Kelly and Haynes, Frank Holman, I'll paraphrase him because I don't remember the exact words. He wanted to get younger people, in particular, younger women, involved in the Ocean County GOP and get them elected to office. Now, the Lamb woman, who's seeking to be a commissioner, she's like in the 30s. Educated, accomplished woman who would make a great candidate and make a great commissioner. Well, let me break for commercial. We'll pick up on this non-conflict of interest here. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. Are you there? So we have this young lady, Lamb. I believe she might even be an attorney. She's looking to run for commissioner, going before the screening committee, where Kelly and Haynes are sitting there, both commissioners up for election. I think, like Holman said, you wanted to get younger, you wanted to get more women involved. It's time for Holman to try, and keep his word on something. If anything, this would have been an excellent situation where Frank could keep his word. Let's get younger, let's get more women involved in the process. Didn't happen. You know, with Kelly and Haynes, I think both of them are in their mid-70s or close to the mid-70s, you know, electing a mummy would have been younger. You do need to get younger on the commissioner board. You need to start getting younger in the GOP here. You know, what occurred here with this screening committee and its makeup is a direct lack of leadership by Frank Holman. Yeah, to allow this sham committee to exist and to go forward without making any effort to make changes on the committee. I'm in favor of the committee, but you can't have people who are up for election screening the people who want to replace them. Yeah, how is it possible this even occurred? You know, Holman, he's one hell of a legacy he's going to have. He'll be forgotten. He won't even be a footnote. Under Holman's fine watch here, actually, Bobby Jo Sira, and she just got elected. Isn't she like 76 years old? Yeah, I mean, you talk about not getting younger on it. Under his leadership, you got the Tom's River Republican, you have split organization here, two Republican clubs that are, at odds with each other. There's contention on the Tom's River Council. You know what? It doesn't hurt to have some different voices there. Now you got Roderick and Lamb there. But had Holman been a true leader, he would have solved these issues. No, instead of solving them, we'll just start another club. The other club, the new club, will probably die on the vine, and the original club will, will secede. I'm sure of that. Yeah, and by the way, Haynes and Kelly got the nod. Also, under Holman's leadership, what was once a cohesive Ocean County Commissioner Board, all Republican, and I've had my issues with them because they all voted in sync and they would lock their elbows and they'd kumbaya together and all the decisions were made together. It was really if it was on the paper, it was getting approved. Simple as that. If it was on the agenda, it was getting approved in Ocean County because they were all locked elbows and we were all together. That's not the case now. There's a lot of tension there. For that matter, Kelly's part of that tension there. He's, he got ambushed there a bit when he was out with some illness in his family. Joe Ficari got ambushed. So now what was one of the strongest groups of commissioners, party-wise, in the state probably, like I said, they always were locked elbows and they would just boat along with each other. That's no longer the case. There is dysfunction there. You have dysfunction with the Republican Party in Tom's River. You have dysfunction in the Republican Party in Ocean County, and you have it on the commissioner board now. And this never would have happened under the old leadership of George Kelly. So Frank Holman has decided not to seek re-election as the chair of the GOP, and he was probably told, "You're not going to get re-elected." So you should move along. Mike Marcinati is one of the names we're hearing right now that Frank Holman has endorsed. Do not discard George Gilmore yet. George would love nothing more than to take over his old organization, and I'm sure George, who built that organization, sees what's going on in Tom's River, sees what's going on the commissioner board, sees a sham of a screening committee and just shakes his head and says, what happened here? This is what happens when you have bad leadership. And I think it's June is the end of Frank Holman's term. Can't get to end of Frank Holman's term fast enough, in my opinion. And hopefully, what comes after Frank Holman is far better than what you have right now. All right, you're watching the Tom's River Show. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. You there? Don't forget everything on the bottom of the screen. How to follow us, how to like us. If you got a problem, give us an email, whether it's in municipal or countywide. Give us an email. If you got consumer issues, for that matter. Mavis Tire, they're hoping I go away. I'm not going away. Stay the hell away from Mavis Tire on 280 Route 37 West. Unless you want incompetent and possibly corrupt workmanship, I would go somewhere else. There's other fine shops. You got the AAA, you got CNC. You got a lot of places you can go on 37. Avoid Mavis Tire at 280 Route 37 like the plague. As you know, Tom's River has just gone through a reval. You've seen the reval show. I'm sure some of you have looked at it on some tips to do if you got, hit over the head. With an increase, and about 40% of you have in Tom's River. And you don't have to take it. There are options, appeals. There's tax appeal attorneys that you can speak to in that reval show that we did in Jersey City, who just went through this recently, and we did a show. We brought the appraisers on, and we brought a reval appeal attorney on, a tax appeal attorney on. There's been discussion on the Tom's River the Tom's River Council, still got the county on my head, about helping seniors who have got a huge tax increase because of the reval. The problem with the reval is a lot of timing. Timing is everything. Right now there is one big real estate bubble in this area. Tom's River, Seaside Heights. Seaside Heights is like there's oil under the ground down here. There's construction everywhere in Seaside Heights. But interesting, if you're right into Seaside Park, nothing. I wonder what. Property values must be really expensive in Seaside Park because there is no construction going on there. Seaside Heights, all over the damn place. But property values in Tom's River now, because of the pandemic, are up about 35% than they were a year ago or so. Even, you look at Zillow, and Zillow is saying around 40% increases. And you do a reval during that bubble. Now, if anything, they probably should have held it off, spoke to the state and said, listen, we all know what's going on here. There's a real estate bubble because of COVID, but they didn't do that. So you have the reval, and a lot of seniors are getting sticker shock. They're getting huge tax increases from the municipality because the municipality didn't do a reval since I think it was 2008, something like that. Yeah, I think it was, because I know North Bergen just went through one too, and I was covering that. I think it's 2000. It's been a long time. Between the span of time between the revals and right now we're in that real estate bubble, seniors got hit. And some of the council people, Roderick and I think Lamb, were saying, is there something that can be done? Can we go back and review these appraisals? And that was kind of discarded out of hand. Yes, Tom's River can help seniors. You know, you're not just sit on your hands and be cold that somebody said, well, it is what it is. No, it doesn't have to be it is what it is. For that matter, we shouldn't have waited this long to try to help seniors. First off, Tom's River, I would go back and revisit the weed tax. Now, Tom's River ran away from it. It's going to be weed, people smoking weed when it's legal here. It is legal. It's just a matter of when we start selling it. You should take, I said it before, you should take advantage of this. Well, maybe Tom's River should take advantage of that and dedicate, say, I don't know, 80% of it to reduce the property taxes for seniors. Now, there's got to be some safeguards in place. You just can't have people move from, Hoboken and buy a property or a house in Tom's River and say, well, I'm here for the senior discount. There could be something, some safeguard in there where you have to be a resident for 5 years or so, that sort of thing. So you're just going to have somebody who came down last year. I could see 80% of the weed tax going towards senior citizen relief for property taxes. There could actually, this may be way out of my mind here, could be just an out-and-out flat 10% discount for seniors. Senior assistance doesn't just have to come from the state or the federal government. It can come locally also. You just have to want to do it. You have to want to. CR can set up a fund to help the seniors with their property taxes. There could be a fee on non-owner-occupied properties that people who have the property strictly for investment and not really part of the community. That's one thing. What other things do I have? I have some others. As soon as I flip this over. You can look at the school tax. You could give the seniors a discount, say 10% on the school taxes. Obviously, they're not going to have kids in the school systems here anymore. That's something you can look at. There, you can set up a fund that's funded from parking permits and meters funds, some percentage out of that. There is a solution. The solution has to be worked. I congratulate Roderick and Lamb for addressing it. Now you need Mo Hill and the rest of the guys to address it. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back.
Introducing the all-new Ford Maverick. A truck for people who do stuff. And people who make stuff. People like Gabrielle Union.
I make this look good, don't I?
Who haul whatever they want to wherever they want. Like wood to build things made of wood with. And friends to get weird with. It's for long trips that the standard hybrid engine with a targeted EPA estimated city fuel economy rating of 40 miles per gallon helps with. That an 8-inch touchscreen connects with. And any trip that this interior makes more comfortable. But we'll let Gabrielle tell you all about it.
Or I could just tell them it's a Ford truck that starts at less than $20,000 MSRP.
Yep, that works too. The all-new Ford Maverick, built to defy expectations.
We're back. Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. And as we're talking about discounts for the seniors, and whatever you can do to help a senior, we should be doing. Simple as that. A lot of them are on fixed income, there's Social Security, small pension. Let's try to go and help these people. Because they're the ones that are going to have to pay. They've been paying the bill for a long time. Actually, I've said years ago on the radio and on the Jersey City show, seniors should be exempt for everything at that point. It shouldn't have to be like 80 years old. I mean, you at the 65 mark, you paid your dues, I'm out. Everybody else handle it. I never understood why we charge seniors for the school. All right, cost overruns for the Ocean County Courthouse extension. What do you mean there's overruns? It didn't even start yet. It was projected to be $50 million. Bing, bing, bing. It's $70 million. Should have did it when I was talking about it. They're blaming, again, COVID, inflation, everything's being blamed for the increase. Here's the problem. And I know Sheriff Mastinardi has an issue with the courthouse, and he's probably 100% right. These guys need to listen to Mastinardi. He's the cop's cop. They're going to pour $70 million into an obsolete building built back in the 80s when it probably wasn't built too well back then anyway. Basically it's perfume on a pink. You're going to put $70 million to put an extension onto a building that is actually referred to as a dump. It may be time that Ocean County, who loves spending your money, by the way, takes a look at building a modern courthouse built for these times. This courthouse here was built back in the 80s. It was built with drawings from the 70s. It is not a courthouse of these times. Hudson County, the homeland of Jersey City. Jersey City is the county seat. Had the same problem. Back in the 60s, 1966, we built the new courthouse. Actually, we were going to demo the old courthouse. Fortunately, that was saved, the Brennan Courthouse. We built the new courthouse, and originally it was like 4 stories. And then somebody got the brainstorm and said, we need more room. Let's put another 4 stories on that building. It wasn't designed for the 4 stories. Didn't even have air conditioning. So they built it, and almost from the day it was open, there were issues with that building. There were cracks in the ceilings, the walls. Keep in mind, back in the 60s, 70s, there was a lot of corruption in Hudson County. Somebody was pocketing money. So for decades, there was conversation about we need a new courthouse. They needed a new courthouse when they built that new courthouse. So through numerous county execs, from Januszewski to Bennett, all of our county execs, till Tom DeGeese, they never really addressed. They paid lip service to the problems with the courthouse. This courthouse didn't even have separate entrances for criminals. You'd ride the same elevator as the criminal with the victim. The same hallways. It was really badly designed. So, county exec Tom DeGeese and the board of chosen commissioners have now attacked that problem. They've bitten the bullet. Fortunately, they sold some land in Hudson County to help offset some of the expense of the new courthouse. And congratulations to County Exec Tom DeGeese and the commissioners for finally addressing the issue. They're going to bond, and they have some money. And it really is collaborative effort in Hudson County. They have the county with some land sales, Copper's Coat, part of the new Gateway Tunnel, and building a power plant on that land. So Copper's Coat got some money for the county of Hudson. Private sector, former Congressman Frank Guarini donated a lot of land. After Congress, he became a land developer. He donated a lot of land for what is now the Frank Guarini Justice Center. Private sector businesses like Panapinto Properties with Joe Panapinto, they were involved with the planning and the drawing. There was a lot, really a cumulative effort of people in Hudson and predominantly Jersey City that is making this courthouse a go. Hopefully John's showing you some of the pictures that's under construction now. That's what Ocean County needs to do. Don't throw $70 million into what Mastronardi is telling you is a dump, and you've heard it from other people before. It was badly planned out when it was built. Time to correct that and build something like we're doing in Hudson County. It looks like Avengers headquarters when that's all going to be done. That'll serve for generations and generations and generations. This is a building that'll be there 100 years after it opens. That's what they need to do in Ocean County. All right, I'm out of show. I'm Pat O Melia. You watch the Tom's River Show. You be good, you be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.